Call this meeting to order. 103, Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. 104, approval of tonight's agenda.
I'd like to make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll second.
Motion by Charlotte, seconded by Monica. All those in favor say aye.
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 So moved. 201, approval of modification of minutes from the November 6th governing board meeting.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the November 6th governing board meeting.
I'll second.
Motion by Charlotte, seconded by Monica. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 202, approval of modification of minutes from the November 6th governing board executive session.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from the November 6th governing board exec session.
I'll second.
Motion by Charlotte, seconded by Monica. All those in favor say aye.
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 Item 301, approval of tonight's consent agenda.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Charlotte, seconded by Monica. All those in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Moving on to 401, open call to the public. We do, in fact, have a blue card from Ryan Carvel. You have to come up to the...
Oh, I do?
Yes. And we have a video to play right before it.
That's all right. Hey, this is my...
Wait,
Okay.
Persons wishing to address the board must fill out the request to address the board card and submit it to the board's executive coordinator prior to the start of the board meeting. Per governing board policy BEDH, public participation at board meetings, the governing board president shall set a time limit on the length of the comment period. For items on the agenda, individuals will be called upon when the item is introduced. For topics not on the agenda, citizens will be called upon during this portion of the meeting under Open Call to the Public. In compliance with the open meeting law, the governing board will neither discuss nor take action on items raised during this portion of the agenda. When necessary, issues will be taken under advisement and placed on a subsequent agenda. During the open call to the public, issues addressed must be within the jurisdiction of the board.
Now I may speak.
All right, you got 3 minutes and yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak. I am new to this environment. And the reason I'm here is because I have a child who is in kindergarten, and I am newly experiencing what that's like. So that's my standing. And then I want to share my experience, my perspective on this is the reason why what I'm saying has value is I have a master's degree in nursing. I'm also a doctoral candidate for psychiatric mental health nursing. And both of those credentials require extensive training in education and childhood development. And what I am here to ask is, although it may not be popular, I would like for you to please consider half-day kindergarten and or more play-based curriculum in the kindergartens, because I realize that the evidence is mixed, but most of it, what I'm seeing in the emerging evidence and even old evidence about Head Start, is that all the gains of early intervention are lost academically by 3rd or 4th grade. But there's evidence that social, emotional development and benefits that are age appropriate last throughout somebody's lifetime. And we know that the single most important factor in somebody's success is their ability to self-regulate. Because I volunteer at the school every single day during lunch, because I volunteer in the classroom, and because my child goes there, I am well aware that academics are pushed, but there just aren't the resources to do the social, emotional, helping them cope with things. And my child is unhappy. His friends that go there are unhappy. They don't want to be at school. So if we are going to do full-day kindergarten, I would just ask that it become more developmentally appropriate. And I have evidence to back this up if you're interested in looking at it. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to item 501, discussion, consideration, and possibly give direction on voting on one bylaw change proposal from the Arizona School Board Association. So when this came up last, there was some discussion about voting in some portion of this. We asked ASB, the School Board Association, and they wanted us to vote on this as is, either yes or no in its entirety. So with that said, Monica.
Thank you, President Miller, and thank you, Heather, for following up on that question. I also reached out to a board member and asked, and they explained it was more of technical, but this is more than technical language that is being changed. So thank you guys for following up. Appreciate that.
I actually agree with Board Member Trejo about that this is far more than grammatical and technical changes, and I do not believe that it's a valid yes or no, all or nothing vote. So with that, if there's no other comments, I would like to make a motion to reject the bylaw proposals from the Arizona School Board Association.
I'll second.
I second.
That's fine. Give it to her.
You know what, with the, with the lag, that'll go. So I have a motion by Charlotte, seconded by Allison, to reject these bylaw changes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Moving on, 601, board information. Allison, I don't have a light for you, so I'm just going to ask, do you have any board information?
I do not, except for to thank everyone that's currently working on choir concerts and holiday events and Thanksgiving events and all of that. There's quite a bit of things going on in all of our schools, and it takes an army to do all these along with the current jobs that they have. And I'm grateful for what they're doing, and they're making it special for these kids. Thank you.
Very good. Anybody else? Jim?
Thank you, Mr. President. Today I had the privilege of attending Shamley School when the Pat Thornton, the nurse, was honored. And I forget the name of the award, but it was she's been in the district, over 30 years? And I've only known her for 25. So I'm just a piker compared to Pat. She's in her third generation of kids going to Shamley School from that standpoint. And I asked her not to retire next year. She has some seventh graders that have asked her not to retire until they leave. So it was very good. The other thing I wanted to comment on is I stayed for the rest of the staff meeting. They really worked on a variety of different things, and they didn't waste any time. And they spent their whole hour doing this, and part of it was on techniques to control the classroom, get better rapport, and things of that nature. And I thought it was a very professional performance by the team, and it wasn't because I was there. It's because that's what they want to do. And so thank you to the leadership, and it was very nice. Thank you.
All right, moving on to 701, announcements, upcoming events. The next regularly scheduled governing board meeting will take place on Wednesday, December 4th at 7 p.m. with an executive session at 6 p.m. here at this governing board room. Thanksgiving break will be Wednesday, November 27th through Friday, November 29th. All schools and district offices will be closed. The annual Tempe Elementary Schools Vigilant Blood Drive will take place Friday, December 13th from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Brogan Center, and from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. here at the governing board room. There will be a reception for outgoing governing board member Monica Trejo Wednesday, December 18th at 6:30 p.m. here in the governing board room. ASBA 67th Annual Conference will be December 19th to the 20th at the Desert Ridge Resort. Winter break will begin December 23rd. School will resume on January 7th, 2025. And the Tempe Elementary Love Your Heart 5K, sponsored by TEEA, will be held Saturday, February 15th, 2025 at 8 a.m. at Kiwanis Park. 8:01, meeting adjournment.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting.
I'll second.
Motion by Charlotte, seconded by Monica. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Aye, motion carries. We are adjourned.
Aye.
Thank you.